What is up, everybody? What is up, everybody? How you guys doing? Welcome in, welcome in. 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝓒e in the chat tonight, today, tomorrow. Oh, Jesus Christ! I actually got a new follow. Thank you so much, Jake. How you doing, Jake? Welcome in. How is you doing? I hope that you're doing an amazing, amazing one. 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝓒e actually, shouted me out, like just a minute ago. I don't know if she's, if they are here, but thank you so much, Giga, for the shout out there, and thank you so much, Jake. I was about to call you Jordan. I don't even know why. But thank you so much, Jake, for the follow. But yeah, hello everybody. Hi Bunk. Hi Jake. Hi Giga, if you're here. Hi everybody that is here. I hope that everybody's having a lovely day. Hi 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝓒e, how you doing? Welcome in. Let me go to the big screen. Hello everybody. How you guys doing? Welcome in. You guys doing good? I hope that everybody's having a lovely day. How you doing? Wink. Oh yeah, it's gonna get time. Oh yeah, I'm doing pretty well actually. I just came back from work like an hour ago, and I'm just chillaxing. I'm just vibing, as people would often say. I'm just like like that. I knew from Giga, but I didn't realize to stream. Yes, I do stream as well. I stream mostly survival horror games in general. Classic games as well, and games that I don't really know much about because I have never played them. So if you like cool games and you like cool vibes and you like being cool yourself, then welcome in. But yeah, it's nice to see you, everybody. How is everybody's middle of the week going? I hope that everybody's having a nice Wednesday. I'm having a nice one myself. I kind of forgot to post a story on Twitch that I was gonna go live. So let me do that. Live now, chillaxing with some Parasite Eve. Did you guys love it when you guys write a 3 instead of an E? I do that sometimes. But yeah, that's basically what we're gonna be playing today. We're gonna be going through some more Parasite Eve 2. I love that game. It is really underappreciated, I would say. At least for the from the people that has played the first one. So if you guys have played the first one, then I wholeheartedly recommend you guys try the second one. Or you could just watch my stream. That's basically what we're all here for. Yeah, we groove. How's the 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝓒e in the chat doing? I hope that you're having a lovely one. Some people sometimes recommend having music that doesn't have lyrics, when you're like talking, but I don't really mind, and I hope that you guys don't really mind either, because it'd be like that. Giga is at the end of her first Zelda rando, so I'll be flopping between streams. No worries. I hope that you're having a a good experience, dual watching the stream. I know that it can be a little bit distracting. Sometimes not. I guess it depends on the streams or how chaotic they may be. But I hope that it is not too distracting or whatever. But yeah, my Wednesday has actually been quite nice. Actually, I am basically preparing everything that's gonna be happening in the next 2 weeks, which is gonna be like a big music day at work. Not day, but music week at work. We're gonna be like rehearsing and doing concerts and stuff like that, for like a whole week straight, from 10 p.m. to 8 p.m. from Monday till Saturday. So it's gonna be pretty tough. And that also means that I won't be able to stream during that week, because I can only do so much. I'm just a simple man, and I'm trying to stream whenever possible, even though my schedule has changed a little bit during the next 2 weeks. I'm still vibing, and I kind of feel like nocturnal streams can be a little bit more easy for people to watch. But then again, some of my best friends, that do stream as well, also stream during the night, and I don't want to like change my schedule so that I get more views or whatever, because if I stream during the night, it means that I'm gonna miss my friend's stream, so I don't want to miss my friend's streams. It's always a good time in 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝓒e. Oh yeah, thank you so much, Punk, for saying that. I have this tumbler. This is the cup of the week. Look how cool it is. Man. How violet. Is it violet? Is it the purple? I don't really know my colors. I only know that it's kind of blue. You know, it do be kind of blue. Right? And I have water. I love my water. You know what? Also, I love 𝓃𝒃𝓉𝑒. You guys should drink more kefir. Hi Melody, how you doing? Welcome. I have the little baby Melody right here on my lap. Do you want to say hi to the people, Melody? Do you want to say hi to the people? No, she just wants to you know, to rest on my lap. Come on, let's say hi to the people, eh? I'm just gonna lift you up a little bit, eh? Come here, baby. One. There she is. Look at her go. How you doing, dude? Oh, kissy kiss. She's a lovely but shy baby, eh? I guess I could technically just oh, now she's got shy. She's now, you know, trying to hide her head, or she's only getting closer. But if you guys saw the little baby Melody, you guys saw the baby Melody, you know, because it'd be like that, the baby. Yeah, you've been having that problem for the last week. Giga streaming at the same time as 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒, and it's her first rando, yeah. So I haven't been able to catch much 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒. It'd be like that. I know that, you know, the rando can be, well, the randomizers can actually like get quite chaotic. So it's quite interesting to just watch them, you know. So I understand, you know, that sometimes you may want to, like, you know, watch one over the other, but you know, it do be like that, especially since it's you know, a commemorative occasion such as a random. So yeah, no worries there. I love this cover, but it has copyright, I believe. I love the song. Ooh, Terran 1. I don't know which one I love more, Terran 1 or Terran 3. I don't really know. Both are really good, I gotta say. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna be, you know, sticking to my schedule, even though it means that less people get to see me and, you know, as well know me. Mostly because I sometimes just stream during, you know, work hours. I was gonna say like labor hours, but no, I don't feel like, you know, anybody's, you know. Well, I guess some people are into labor, you know. Some women are into labor at those times. I don't know. A lot of people, you know, are born, you know, every single day. So there you go. But you know, I do tend to stream during work hours, so that makes it a little bit, you know, harder for people to watch my streams. So maybe I can do something about it. I don't really know. But yeah, I don't want to miss my friends' streams, or make people, you know, miss my friends' streams just because I do be streaming, you know, in their time slot. Which is something very interesting, because I've been thinking about maybe joining, you know that sometimes streamers, you know, just unite and then do like, you know, like guilds or whatever. I've been thinking that maybe doing something like that could be cool, but I don't really know if there's any guild that I vibe with. I mean, there's a little, you know, there's some that I do vibe with. My mutual friend Snooki, mutual/friend Snooki Shogun. I know that he has a guild, and I was kinda thinking about applying to his guild, but I was like, but it is true that I'm not a speed runner. I don't like doing like no hit runs. I do play Resident Evil games kinda often, but I'm not all the time. So I don't know. Maybe I'll ask, you know, the peeps, you know, 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒 and Stooge and Christy and everybody to start a guild. I feel like that could be really, really cool. I don't know if that would be of the liking of everybody, but I feel like that could be cool, you know, starting a guild with the peeps. I'm also trying to figure out why. There we go. Let me close this and let me close this. I'm trying to figure out why. Oh, there we go. My Windows taskbar wasn't going down. I'm missing many syllables in my daily speech. You know, maybe I shouldn't talk too fast. But yeah, it'd be like that. But I don't know. Those are the things that, you know, I've been considering. You know, joining a streamer guild could be cool. I don't know, but you know, it could be cool. But anyways, yes, we're gonna be playing some more Parasite Eve 2, 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝓒e, as people would often say. So let's go and do that. Was I playing this on RetroArch? Yes, I gotta remember. Yeah, that would be sick. I feel like that's really nice for discoverability. I guess, I don't know, for people to discover, you know, other streamers. But I don't know, you know, could be nice, could be nice, could be cool. I'll think about it. But yeah, let me go to the big screen. Let me go to the big screen and do everything and anything. Let me pause the music. Usually the music should pause itself, you know, automatically, because I do have something that supposedly makes it, you know, go down automatically. But the plugin broke, so I gotta now figure out how to do that with StreamerBot, which I imagine I have an idea on how to do that. It's just that I've been very lazy. Well, more than anything, you know, like, I guess mentally spent to do that. Yeah. But I'll see if I can do that, you know, this Sunday or whatever, this Saturday. Sunday. Where is the thing? Here we go. Are you guys ready for some Parasite Eve? Goddamn. Also, let me monitor my camera, because I sometimes forget to do that. Not because it doesn't, like, you know, explode or whatever, or it freezes anymore, but, you know, I just want to see if I am in frame. Let me know if you guys can actually, like, hear the music. If you guys can actually, like, hear the song, right? I was trying to monitor the one that wasn't my camera. No wonder I wasn't seeing anything. There we go. Now I can monitor my own camera. Goddamn. I also find it really funny that, you know, sometimes during the night you cannot, you know, walk like 2 steps without just, you know, listening to whoop, you know, like whoa. And also that also happened during the middle of the 2010s, you know. You couldn't go 2 steps without, you know, listening to whoop. Out is good, hell yeah. That's nice to know. I got that I eventually just didn't make anything work. Well, actually, I technically did. I believe, you know, whenever somebody does redeem a stream streak. Oh wait, no, I did implement that with StreamerBot as well. Well, never mind. You know, aside from my Spotify audio and my camera just going down, my camera just going down. My camera, you know, hiding itself, right? Or deactivating itself, you know, whenever I stop the stream. I guess nothing was lost, you know. But anyways, let's see what we can do now. It's extremely hot inside. I think I'll pass. Goddamn. So I don't exactly remember what I was doing, you know, last time. I only know that I went and saved our homeboy Pierce, and he was like, "Hey yo fam, can you please not kill me, eh?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, have some ice. There'll be no worries." But yeah, other than that, I don't really remember where to go. If anything, let me just heal. Refreshing, eh? The elevator is stop on this floor. The emergency stop was pressed. Let's release the emergency stop. Let me go to the first one, I guess. As far as I remember, Pierce is supposed to be also in this place. Hello, eh? Take that, society. I'm thinking about, you know, buying the other shotgun, but I don't know if it is worth it. It may as well not be, eh? Got him. No, I better just reload now that I have the chance. I hear them, but I don't see them. That is a little bit, you know, disconcerting, so to speak. How many grenades do I have? I have like this many box shots. And this many Firefly, actually, eh? Let me just hit it with the... Doesn't say like this is a good idea, to be honest. I somehow feel like the buckshot was doing a little bit more damage. I mean, unless this is giving, you know, making them some cheap damage. But other than that, I don't really know if the Firefly are, you know, any better than the buckshot. I'm gonna go with a limb and say that maybe, just maybe. So let's see, how does everything look? I hope that I can go through, you know, from here. Maybe I can unlock a door or two. Jesus Christ, that's backed up punch, eh? That guy is so dead. So it seems like elemental damage does, you know, go well against this guy. That's pretty good, man. Excuse me, eh? Please don't do that ever again, eh? There you go. Blech. It would have been way easier if I actually, you know, did use my PE energy. Because otherwise, you know, this is gonna take me quite a lot of ammunition. There we go. I'm glad that the drones that, you know, well, more than anything, the cameras, I guess the turrets are not here anymore because those were a pain. Not a big pain, but they were a pain nonetheless. So this is where this takes me. I don't exactly have... hello, I don't exactly have nor the ammunition nor the patience to go through that. Nice shot, Aya. Ow. Might be energy. But I mean, if I have this kind of ammunition, I better use it, you know? I don't even know what I'm shooting at. But I'm shooting something. That is a guarantee, man. Ow. Could you please not die? Ow. So it seems like he eats my PE energy and then, you know, just shoots it back, just because of it. That's a lot of damage. How many more is there over here? There you go. Hopefully not more than that, you know, is there. I imagine that this thing is just not, you know, bothered by, you know, piercing ammunition. Parabellum. When I get my parabellum in the chat. What happened? Yeah, I figured. Okay, let's go back to the elevator. Maybe I can do something on the second floor. Because other than that, this just looks like familiar territory at this point. Nothing to worry about. Elevator going up. So let's see. There's an ashtray. This must be a smoking area. Smoking area. Nothing of interest here. You know, Aya doesn't seem like one to smoke. Like I don't really take her, you know, as a smoker, as a chain smoker. Maybe I should listen to more of that band, you know, the Chainsmokers. I am aware that, you know, they have like some bangers, but you know, I don't exactly remember which one, which song they are like best known for. But I know about the Chainsmokers. Could I just? I don't know if necrosis, you know, goes all the way through. But I'm just gonna go with pyrokinesis. Oh. I don't think that did anything, to be honest. Let me see if I can somehow heal myself. There we go. Well, since this is not working, Just gonna use the buckshot because otherwise it's gonna be bad. I'm getting burned. There you go. Let me retreat strategically. Nice shot, There we go. And that's why we need the buckshots, you know? The buckshots in this game. Wasn't too bad, but it also wasn't too good. Goddamn, goddamn. I mean, it'd be like that sometimes. What do we have here, I wonder? It is locked. There's a card reader to this side. Do you even have anything remotely, you know, similar to that? You don't have the SUV. I don't particularly think that I needed to give Pierce a key, even though some of the FAQs say otherwise. But you know, some FAQs are either updated or they just straight up just lie, you know. Which kind of sucks. It do be like that. Yeah, hi Giga, how you doing? Welcome in. How's you doing, Giga? I saw that you shouted me out, you know, a little bit ago. So let me give you a shout out myself. How you doing, SO or shout out, right? But yeah, thank you so much for the cool follow, right? I don't hear, but I need to follow you. Hi, bye, hi, bye, hi, bye, 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 hi.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for the beats and for gigantifying that emote. Thank you so much, yeah. But have a lovely one. Bye bye. And thank you so much for everything, eh? Let me give you another one of these, eh? Giga Doom. There we go. So cool, eh? There we go. Let me continue with everything. Unlock the door. God damn. I wonder where this is actually like gonna lead me to. Hello. Look guys, it's me. I'm gonna use the firefly, you know, because this guy seems to be really, you know, not liking fire. Oh. Oh. Okay, that guy is, you know, withstanding some oh. I like the noises that this guy's just doing. Oh. Well, there we go. Well, that takes care of that, so that is really nice. And I'm getting some firefly back, so you know, I'm getting my firefly cash back, as people would often say, you know. There doesn't really seem to be anything important over here, so let me just try and see what I can find on the 3rd floor. Because otherwise I don't really know, you know, what am I gonna do? It is kinda obvious, you know, by this point, but it's been a while since I last played this game, so I don't really remember anything. It hasn't been too long, but you know. Oh man, where do I gotta go now then? Because let's see, this place just takes me back to the other place, so not much more that I can do here. I see, for me of any developments. I mean, what else can I do, you know? At least I did grind a little bit, you know? It's extremely hot inside. I believe this is the place in which we killed the boss. But other than that, I don't remember. There's a water that I released. I can't walk any further here. In that stagnant water? No thanks. Yo, you know, still water? Me when you know it. Me when I know that you know when I me when you know it. Still water. Still water, still water. This was a triumph. I'm making a water here. Huge, still water. For the good of all the water, except for the water who is still. Hey. Let me heal a little. Maybe that's, you know, making me act like this, just singing. Maybe it's because I need more help. I guess I could go to the 1st floor. I don't think I can find anything, you know, other than that, but sure enough. It's just an ashtray. Just a wee ashtray. You know, now that I think about it, even though we technically don't smoke in this house, the only one who smokes is my uncle, my grand uncle, you know. And I don't think he uses the ashtray because he doesn't really smoke inside the house, which I do appreciate, you know. It is nice that he has that, you know, presence of mind of not smoking inside the house. Supposedly I can go here, but supposedly not, because it won't open it. So I don't know. But eventually I'll find my way. I'm on my way of happiness and happiness. You know, contributionaries. Yet. Not human, likey, an NMC just where you help human. Animals by Maroon 5, just like animals. Evolutionary fail, guys. Betray the plan of good. Defame. No, I don't even know what this guy is saying. Ah, the flashbang guy. I better get out. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Let's see if you like some necrosis there. Hold on, yeah. While you do that, let me recover myself. Metabolism. Let me just ignite him, man. Maybe he'll like that. In fact, let me just do this to him, man. And let me hit him with one of these. Oh, Jesus Christ. I love when they do that, but goddamn, do they really gotta explode like that? This must have been his. I got a card. I got a secret on the low. What else can I do? Do I have enough for anything and everything? No. Range HP from adjacent targets. That seems nice, and especially more so in that situation in which I was with the flaming worms. Electricity necrosis. So many stuff to upgrade, so little experience. Plastic. I gotta be honest, I don't remember exactly what I gotta use this, but I only know that I do gotta use this. Gotta use this. Got used to it. Any enemies in the chat? No, only friends. Here we go. I was gonna say, yeah, who am I supposed to be fighting? I was just gonna say, I hope that my pyrokinesis can just, you know, go places and such. Explode. I gotta watch out for my ammunition though, because, you know, not often you can find grenades just laying around, you know. So let me just see what I can do. Maybe I can do combustion. Ow. Never mind. Ow. There's no other choice than maybe this instead. Wait, no, they are immune to, like, you know, pierce damage. Some of you know. Let me see if we, you know, maybe with my 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒, maybe things actually, you know, work. Got him. I knew that the firefly was gonna, you know, be of use somehow, right? Don't ask me how. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that I can unlock other than that passage that goes from the armory to the. Hello, right? That's kind of rude. There you go. It is a funny sound indeed. New stereophonic spectacular. I don't know how close they are. I don't know if I want to know it. Well, now I know it. There we go. Oh, where are you? Come wherever you are. But let me reload first, because I somehow felt like that was a good idea. There we go. You know, in essence, I don't think, you know, more enemies is a bad idea. It only means, you know, more experience, and therefore it means more money. Well, experience, I guess. I'm about to die, by the way. There we go. Maybe just a little bit more. Ah, yeah, give me that sweet, sweet PE energy. I don't particularly think there's any use for me just going here. But all I could do is try, you know. Those shoot. Those shoot. I'm a human. Eh. Let me see. There we go. I kind of wonder if there's anything else that I can grab on that box. This game doesn't really have any like inventory box or whatever, so it is not something. Oh, I can store something actually. Oh, that's very considerate. I don't really want this handgun, you know. But it is also a little bit sad that I cannot really. Oh, hello. Oh, I cannot really like sell my equipment. Where's the other guy? There you go. Yeah, let me reload and then let me reload again. Let me stay here. There's bound to be something over here, maybe. What's this? This door seems unusually well reinforced. No good. It is locked. And there doesn't even seem to be anything else that I can do about it. So that kind of sucks, you know? Or at least, that's what I would say. Ooh. Okay, could you die first, please? This is what I was, you know, not liking. I wonder if plasma could be a good idea. Necrosis? Nah. Yeah, pyrokinesis. There you go. Man, I love my PE energy. My PE energy. PE. My parasite energy. The PE. Nar. There we go. I came from here, right? This is a sturdy looking door. Nothing that I can do about it then. So I know exactly where the door with the key card, you know, that, well, not the key card reader is, but I just want to explore a little bit, you know. Look at this dude. Oh. Ow. There you go. He kind of looks like a pineapple sometimes, you know. At least the way that the back of the shoulders is actually like textured. He kind of looks like a pineapple a little bit, you know. That big enemy, and I find that really funny, you know. It is one of those things that you wouldn't like, you know, pay any mind. Here I am, man. Yeah, it's one of those things that you wouldn't really, you know, pay any attention to otherwise if you don't really, you know, have, you know, sclerosis in the brain. Should I go down though? No good. The button isn't working. Goddamn. But at this point, I'm just, you know, farming. So nothing out of the unusual. Please tell me that I did not, you know, go back from where I came from. Well, actually, no. No, this is where the chimpanzees were. I don't think there's anything of use in here. Let me just check that out. There seems to be something, though. Yeah, I was gonna say. hopefully the guy's not gonna get me before. Man, the Firefly is actually like pretty good. There we go. Was that a cat? Was that a dog? Was that a cat dog? Eh? Was that my imagination at play? Oh, there we go. There's still one more. Oh, I can change the vibration settings. That's actually like pretty good. Approaching, the enemy's approaching. And just like that, we survive. Maybe some people do have nobody panic. Bunk is back. Hi Bunk, how you doing? I was gonna say, yo, maybe some people don't like this game because it is different from the first one, but I like it. Hi Maddie, how you doing? Welcome in. Hi Maddie, how you doing? How you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Sorry, I didn't answer before. This day was cool. Was oof or was oof? A little before, this was oof. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But I hope that the rest of it at least will be a little bit better. So I hope that my stream can actually help you with that. What's this thing? My decisions taking form, man. Taking physical form, man. Look at this dude. Let me just kill him like that. Maybe some necrosis would be a better idea. Oh, there we go. So there's more than one of these guys, eh? But yeah, no worries at all. I hope that you're having a nice night, If the day wasn't as good, at least I hope that the night is going. I don't even know what these guys are doing. Let me do some plasma. Oh, those guys hate plasma TVs, eh? That was a 70-inch plasma screen TV. Let me hit him with the. I better get away. Let me heal him. My internet drop. No worries. So I somehow read that as my internet dropped, Papu, and I was like, well, okay. I didn't know that we were like Papulinces over here. That's a Latin American joke for everybody who doesn't understand that. But no worries. Also, Mary, I saw that your team actually like won in the World Cup. I don't know if they won the World Cup, as it is, but I saw that you guys were kicking ass. Did I? Yeah. Well, it wasn't so much that they were, the finals are on Sunday. Ooh, so actually, you guys, got to the finals. That's really cool, eh? That's amazing. That's amazing, eh? Operating room. It's locked. There's a card reader on the side of the door. I have a card right here. Who knew it? No use for this now. Wow. I don't even know what I gotta do then. Eh? Yeah. Oh yeah, we got the sun. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Like technically speaking, yeah, you guys have a sun on your flag, which is pretty cool. So can I not use this card for the card reader? Operator room. Right? Maybe it is a different one. No, usted que dice. Hola, Amareus, ¿cómo andas? How you doing, Amareus? Welcome in. Welcome in. The heating here is actually like pretty mild, all things considered. Like, it isn't too bad. It hasn't been too bad nowadays. It was way worse like two weeks ago. So it's been, chill right now. Or maybe it is because we have, gotten accustomed to it, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, there may have been some drops in temperature. Not, big drops in temperature, but some drops in temperature. So that's pretty okay, I should say. Oh yeah, everything is going fine and dandy. Amareus. Laboratory, Amareus. It is located. Pero sí, todo bien. So I don't know. Maybe we will find some. We will find ourselves with a bigger heat wave. Next week, or in the next 2 weeks. We're supposed to be having a big one. in the next coming weeks. So I don't know. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. I'm sensing danger. Danger, danger. High voltage. We go up. Yeah, how hot is it there, you know, for you guys? I really hope that, you know, it isn't too excessively, you know, hot. Hot. Because I can just go back. I don't exactly remember where the train thingy is, or if it even is here. Here we go. The door unlocked when I swipe the bowman's card through the meter. Progress, everybody, progress. We have progress. Here we go. I hope that I won't die. Speaking about dying, eh? Uh-oh. Put you there. Ow. Look at me, eh? Let me reload, eh? Oh, come on, eh? This is, you know, this is getting worse by the second, eh? There we go. There's like netty Fahrenheit. That's not too bad, yeah. Which is like 32, I think. It is hot, but it isn't like, you know, extortionately hot. Although I guess to some people it definitely would be, you know. Here is okay to not too cold, really. More like a wild. Mata el bicho, amigo. Al peje lagarto. Now I'm, you know, breaking the law. Ow. I'm getting my second eye surgery right here. There we go, I killed them both. Well, this is nice because I'm about to die. But here we go. Nothing like some healing. That's amazing. Let me see if I have some more stuff to use that I can, you know, heal myself with. Oh, let me use an MP boost. It's not that bad to be honest, but we just don't have too many days, you know, that is this hot. I can understand, yeah. It's all about, you know, I think of perspective, you know. It usually takes me a few days to get used to it. Yeah, once you actually get used to, you know, being in hell, it is not too bad. Right? Heaven or hell? Let's rock. Hello, eh? Just trying to see where the enemy is. I don't even know if I got him. Oh, Jesus Christ, that actually, like, you know, really got them going. Excuse me, back it up. Ow. That's a really long reach. Oh, these guys do not like box shots at all. Who knew that people don't like to be shot at? You know, no big surprise there, which is a thing that often happens. Here we go now. One, nothing over me. Two, nothing over me. Where's the next enemy, huh? Seems to be over here. It is approaching. That's really bad, eh? There we go. It was either that or dying a miserable death. There we go. Easy peasy, eh? But yeah, I wholeheartedly agree now with people that say, yo, summer is better than winter, you know? Even though I kind of like the, you know, the cold as well. I haven't really, you know, experienced a cold weather as cold as the winters in Canada or the winters in Argentina. So, you know, someday I will, maybe someday I won't. I don't know. It all depends on where, you know, where life, you know, takes me to. I got a ringer solution. That's actually like pretty good. Right? It is really cold here, not today, but yeah, I can understand. Yeah, it is winter over there. You know, it is kind of funky how it can be summer in one place but winter in another one at the same time. That's just how, you know, rotation and translation or whatever it's called, you know, work. The other day you only had ones or zeros. Oh, you guys had a binary weather, ones and zeros, eh? But that sucks, yeah. Nothing unusual here. X-rays. An X-ray of a skull. Goddamn. The operation lights are all shattered. This looks so familiar. Wait, this chart restraints. The girl in my dreams was laying on a table like this. Was that some kind of vision? Who is that girl? That table from my dream. Now who's that girl? Now who is she? I don't think I'm missing anything else, so I'm just gonna go. Hand washing station. Nothing unusual here. Small sink for washing hands. Goddamn. So there really wasn't nothing else. Laboratory. Well, I can actually like enter. That's not too bad. Before I go here though, let me investigate what was on the other side. The other door. Because I kinda wanna see what's on the other side. But first of all, let me heal. Ah, lovely. Oh, there you go. If you guys had a superpower, you know, like our friend 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒 over here, 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒, which one would that be? This is actually where I came from, so I have already been here. What would you guys do if you guys didn't have, like, you know, a power? Breathing room. Unlock the door. Oh, so this is the other one. This is the other door in which we were. Yeah. We've been here. Breathing room. What a concept. Just get a room, man. Breathing room. Man. What room? The breathing room. Man. I have already read this flavor text. Let's just go here and see what we can do. By the way, I forgot. I have some tacos right here. Tacos. I have some tacos. Check them out. They are minced meat tacos. I kind of wonder if my camera is actually, you know, a little bit dirty. Hold on. Let me see what I can do. Let me clean you guys. Like that. Eh? Let me just clean you up, chat. There we go. I feel like that's a little bit better. Maybe. There you go. I don't know if you guys can now see my tacos a little bit, you know, cleaner. Check it out. Got some tacos. I work at tacos. What do you do at tacos? I work. What's your agenda? My agenda? I'm a mechanic. I don't even know if it says gender or agenda. You know. I'm a little bit off center now. Off center. Let me change it so that I am here. Let me change it so that I'm here. Let me see what I can find. Incubator. There are some culturing flasks inside with labels. Eve 1 and Eve 2. What are these? Eve. This contains cells craft colonies. And these? Aya 12 and Aya 14. Why? What would my name be here? They're cultivating these Eve cells, but why me? Flask label Eve and Aya. They contain cell grafts. The plot thickens, everybody. The plot thickens. Let me see if I can put the ringer solution somewhere over here. Move. Oh, I already have one. Well, never mind. The ringer solution is really good. Because it actually extends your maximum health. That's pretty good. Tick tock, open up the door. I don't remember the lyrics of the song. Ding dong, now you are something. What's behind it? I don't remember the lyrics. Do you guys know that song? You know, it just came to mind. Breaking the Fate Keeper computer virus. First one, install a cloud antivirus. How did they know what cloud, computing was, back then? Ooh, if only they, they knew it. Block all outside mail. For more info, see Iris Volume 9 on the desk. Goddamn. What else can I find over here? Isn't this where I came from, right? Yes, it is. I'm a silly Billy, sorry. Beep, 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 beep. What's behind that door? An optical microscope. What do we have here? We have a save point. I see. Inform me of any developments. New development. I took a step. I'll be late. I'll call later. New development. I took another step. Imagine it. This terminal is being left on. Can I operate on it? Please enter the password. Is that a virus? Ah! The wallpaper says Melissa Maya. Melissa Maya? Well, I mean, Melissa was the name of the girl who was, usurped by Eve. Melissa Maya. Who could have known these names? I don't really have anything. Melissa Maya. You have to be an expert to use one of these. An electron microscope. That's all, folks. Incubator monitor. This must be the life support system for this row of incubators. A monitor for the incubators. Goddamn. Nothing else. What is your opinion on cloning, everybody? Well, not cloning everybody, but hey, everybody, what's your opinion on cloning? Because it's true that we have the technology, but we have decided as a race, as a people, to not clone people. And I find that to be an interesting thing that we unanimously can agree on. It's filled with nutrient solutions. What's that? Ugh. An infant with artificial organs. The body's normal, but the head, it has 4 eyes. A 4-eyed baby. Incubator number 2. It's filled with nutrient solutions. Something's inside. Oh my. It's like a lump of flesh attached to artificial organs. The limbs are all atrophied. The head's huge. A fetus? A fetus bound to artificial organs. Incubator number 3, It's filled with nutrient solution. What's in there? Huh? A girl attached to artificial organs. Golden hair like seaweed. I can see her face. Her skin is like pale blue scales, extraordinarily long fingers to her. A girl with pale skin. A girl with pale skin. Goddamn. I don't know, maybe she needs to go to the doctor for that. Huh? She needs some milk, says the girl. So, where's this, manual that I, keep, hearing about? The manual. Nothing of interest here. A clean bench. Set up for mission. You can stick just your head in the perform a septic operation. To perform a septic operation. We use it to take DNA samples from creatures. A clean bench. The latch on this will keep those creatures out. I'll leave some stuff here. Well, not really. For more info, see Iris Volume 9 on the desk. Somebody scribbled below. We'll return it soon, Yoshida. Goddamn. But where's the desk? I know that this is kind of like a desk, but maybe it is not the desk of my dreams. Maybe Yoshida. Let me just examine it. I keep it. I can enter the password here. Maybe Yoshida is the one. Yoshi! Yoshida, maybe. Checking password. Wow, the sound effects, eh? Well, I don't know what the thing would be. But someday we will figure that out, Someday. 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 I first listened to that song on Newgrounds, and now I cannot find the person who did it. I still have the MP3 file. It's just that I don't exactly remember where I left my SATA to USB converter. But someday I will definitely listen to that song. A clean bench. Let's see what I can find over here. Unlock the door. Also, let me eat a little bit of my tacos, because now I feel a little bit peckish, you know. So, cheers, everybody. Taco. You cannot go wrong with tacos. Man, I love tacos. I know that is, you know, pretty funky of me to say because I'm Mexican, you know, but man, I love tacos. So here we go. Apparently I can find some more stuff on the bench. This is just a clean bench, but not the bench. So I don't know. It should be somewhere over here, though. Optical microscopes and everything in between. So where could this manual be? So the name of the manual is just what? Aegis? Aeris? Aegis? Aeris. Volume 9 on the desk. Aeris. We'll return soon, Yoshida. As far as I remember, Yoshida was the guy, you know, the scientist who appeared in the first game. Let's see. Aeris. Who was in Aeris? Tintun. I love the sound effect of that. Let's try again. If only I knew. Feel like I'm completely missing something very, very obvious that I don't know of. The incubator. Oh wait, hold on, I think I know. Shouldn't I go back to the dorms where the scientists were? Possibly. Yeah. See Iris Balloon on the desk. I feel like that's the thing that I gotta do. We'll return it soon, Yoshida. Oh, you know what they say? There's a little time to something. I don't remember. I don't know the lyrics of the Beyblade opening in English. I could, you know, very weirdly translate it in Spanish, but you know, that's not how the song goes in English. Something about let it rip and something. You know. It's Beyblade. As far as I am concerned, the place with the dome should be somewhere over here. Not exactly over here, though. I don't even have anything else to actually, like, you know, open that up. The Bowman. I could only open Bowman's laboratory, but not anything else. So that kind of sucks. That kind of definitely sucks. As people would often say, you know. Maybe I can find something over here. But yeah, so far everything is going fine. As I said, it is only a matter of knowing where to go. Which I often don't. You know, that's part of the fun. Should I go to the first one? I don't even know. Recently I've been watching some more Gantz. And it's getting a little bit better, you know. The second season of Gantz is way better than the first one. So if you guys are, you know, wishing to give it a try, Definitely give, you know, Gans a try. It is a little bit too extreme sometimes, I gotta be honest there. But other than that, it's not bad. I may end up, you know, reading the manga, but it all depends on how interested I keep being when it comes to that anime. Because otherwise, I don't know. Okay, supposedly the manual should be here. Network terminal. And the desk is definitely not here. That looks like a very futuristically, you know, toilet. I kind of want to take, you know, some necessities, biological necessities on that toilet. Bunk bed. It may not be here actually. But it had level science. There's a few papers here. Bowman. There's some black stains covering the sheets. It's caked with flakes of skins and bristled water hair. So it looked like a burn injury. So where could the thing be? I don't exactly remember. Oh, here we go. Computer magazine, eh? There's a computer magazine. No use for this. Quite possibly I need to bring it back to that place. It is nice that it is not too far back. Like, I guess, you know, kinda, you know, objectively, or maybe prospectively. That is not even, you know, subjectively. There we go. That's the word that I was, you know, trying to get at. It just wasn't coming out, you know, subjectively. Let me do a little bit more on my tacos. Here we go. While I say. Pretty good. Maybe when I get some tacos. Good idea. I should also drink some water. Man, I love water. I can understand why some people wouldn't. Well, I mean, I can understand why, though. Let me tell you. Water doesn't taste the same, you know, around the world. It definitely does not taste the same, you know, around the world. If some people tell you that, you know, water is like, you know, it doesn't have a flavor, you know, they're lying. They're lying, you know, with their eyes out. Water does have a flavor. And sometimes, you know, you can definitely tell when some water is, you know, tastier than other ones. And it also depends on, you know, which brand as well. But yeah, water by itself, I guess it doesn't really have a flavor, but water as we are accustomed to having it, you know, it does have some flavor. It depends on which minerals it has, how many, you know, a lot of minerals and whatnots. There we go. I think I remember this being the... let's see. Do I use it here? Not here. But how about this? How about here? What here? No use for this, she says. How about I use it here, though? What do you mean there's no use for this here? Computers. Wow. Can I really not use it over here? Use for this here. Because I imagine that this is the worm or whatever. Although it is really cute, you know. I gotta be honest. We just gotta examine it. The thing. No, I really don't gotta do that. Computer magazine. I mean, I already have it. So yeah, what about it? For more info, see Iris Volume 9 on desk. Somebody gave Yoshi there. But I cannot really read it as is. No use for this now. Okay, what is it that I gotta do? I guess in the long run it is way better that I do, you know, figure this out. Kinda not on my own. Parasite Eve 2 computer magazine. I already have it, but what about it? I don't want the password. Just what I gotta do with it. The carrier in the shelter the computer belongs to. Okay, I know who that is, but how do I use the computer magazine? Contains a clue needed to. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. The virus clue, the warm virus clue is possible. Blah, 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 blah. But can I use it as is? Key, okay, first of the computer magazine did nothing, eh? Open the item in your key inventory and hit triangle on, then scroll down to read magazine and notes. Can I just do that? Eh? I don't even know if that was possible. Eh? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, sure. An internet magazine special issue. Detecting and preventing next-gen viruses. The next generation computer virus, a 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒. This virus is actually a kind of worm that opens a hole in password protection and automatically changes the passwords it finds. The worm duplicates itself over email messages, so once an infection is detected, it's usually too late. Fortunately, the worm announces its arrival by displaying an animated caterpillar graphic on the screen, so you know if you've been hit and can move on to damage control. Once it enters the system, the worm works its insidious brand of magic by rearranging the letters of the password it finds in alphabetical order. Okay. Letters appearing more than once are displayed with the letters and the numbers of times it appears. Letters appearing more than once are displayed with the letter and the number of times it appears. Okay. For example, CBABC would be AB to C2. To C2, right? To C2. I guess? The power of the worm displays the original password on the screen. God damn it. So we have C 2 times. So it's the number of times it appears, the letter, and again the number of times it appears. Just to fill up the blank, eh? CBABC. So AB to C2. AB to C2. AB to C2. What throws me off is the last one. Sure enough. So Melissa Maya. I guess we gotta go do that on alphabetical order. Fortunately, somebody else has already done that for us. You know, what better thing to do than doing that? So that would be A3ELM 2S2Y. A3EILM 2S2Y. E3EILM. A3. What else? EILM 2s to y. 2s to y. Would have been really funny if it actually like was not the password at all. Eh? Beep beep. I like the beep beep. Welcome to the moment. Yoshi the PC. Yeah, let's go to the lab. Okay, never mind. Main files. Man, I love bulletin boards. Visitors program. Process the following for verification purposes. Which nearby 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝓒e victim caused the New Year blockade incident? Disappears. Which organism processes mitochondria? Bacteria, crustacean, algae. Bacteria, I believe? Although I'm not too sure. I'm gonna go with bacteria, I guess. Which agency supervises MIST? The VI. I don't know. Error. No, I kind of wonder which one was the one that was wrong. Eh? I believe bacteria. Yeah, I believe in bacteria. Who was declared responsible for the Manhattan incident? Not Maeda. Maybe Klopp? Scam. Yeah. Which agency supervises MIST? I don't know if it's gonna be FBI or CIA. Name the town located behind the Nevada laboratory. Dryfield. 3 correct. I'll say it was the FBI. There we go. Visitor access granted. God damn. We in. We hacking it, eh? Select. Question. What is an INMC? First try. God damn. NMC experimental life forms created under the second Neoteny plan. What doth life? Eh? What is the second Neoteny plan? Neoteny. The 2NP harnesses the evolutionary potential of neomitochondria to revitalize the human race. What doth life? Stage 1. Obtain sample neomitochondria with latent power equal to or greater than that responsible for the NY incident. It's really fun to just, you know, talk monotonically. Administer a sample to a test subject, predestined subject's genetic profile. God damn. To explore evolutionary possibilities in multiple ANMC breeds. Stage 3. 3. Release humanity true's potential and preserve its vitality. Complete global saturation. In the coming century through planned evolution. Evolution is a mystery. Current results. Oh, current results? Neomitochondria sample obtained January 1998. Stage 1 complete. Stage 2, NMC creation successful. Some problems during testing. Damn. Problems resulting from the test of subject insurrection. With attempt repression using clones from the sample. God damn. Further access denied. God damn. Where was the test sample obtained? You gotta type faster than that. That's me! Name Brea. Or Brea. GP something. Nationality USA. USA! Blonde. Well, yeah, technically speaking, yeah, she is like a natural blonde. But then... The ANMCs. The creatures are all mine. Yeah, they are your brothers / offspring, I guess. Hey, who had this number? Pierce. Oh yeah. It's me. Pierce. Pierce? Where are you? You'll freak. Whoa, I mean, I don't know if she's that desperate, do they? I'm in the shelter. What? I thought. I told you to take it easy. Afterward, I'll rest later, 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒. In the meantime, I'm hacking the shelter mainframe. I'm a programming genius. Got a gun, genius? You know I don't like those things. Figures. Oh yeah, you have to check this out. Come up here. I'm in the north of here. Just check your GPS. You're gonna like this. Listen, Pierce, don't move from there, okay? He's gonna die. Eh? Hopefully not. Although it would be funny, eh? Sigh. Not time for the blues now. That's enough of that. So apparently I do need to go, over there. I don't know if that's my GPS per se, but let's see. Use for this now. Goddamn. Well, I'm glad that I cannot. I don't even know if you are able to just, make it discardable, I guess. I don't even know. The good thing is that there's no enemies, waiting for me. Because I already killed them all. Kill them all! Kill them all! I killed them all! So I don't exactly remember what else I gotta do. I only know that Pierce is here and I gotta save him. Otherwise we get the bad ending, The baddest of endings. Shouldn't this be the north? Or how north are we talking about, Because as far as I'm concerned, this is the place he wanted me to go, north. North Carolina. Unless it meant like, the floor above. The breathing room. I don't know if it is the breathing room. He may be just where the other ones. Well, I gotta go skate. Be back in in an hour-ish. No worries, Bunk. Have a nice one. Hope that you have enough, enough fun skating and being like, yo, I'm 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒, And then you go like, yeah. Or whatever song plays in 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒's pro skating. I need to play that game for real. I'm gonna make my own trap with my illegal traps, that apparently they have in the game. So let's see. Maybe I can be here. Maybe I cannot be here. I don't even know. I only know that there's no enemies in here, so that's pretty good. But supposedly he said that he was north of where I am, which I believe is this. Although I may as well not be. I don't know. Other than that, I imagine that he may be where the bunk beds are. The bunk beds? Yo? Yeah, I just went in a circle. Which I sometimes like to do. Because it just be funny like that, Yeah, let me go to the place that has the bunk beds. Look at this dude. Let me get him with the firefly. He's not even dead because of that. So there seems to be more than one of these guys. Let me see if I can just get him with this. He's not even dead. There we go. That makes it way easier, I'm just grabbing everything. I don't even know if I need it or not. Where could the thing be? I guess it's in the first floor. I don't really remember. Let me eat a little bit more of my taco. So if that's the armory, how can I get there? Because that is also the control room, and what would that be? I don't know if that's the place that I needed to go. Possibly yes, possibly no. Oh yeah, there he is in the red light, the red light district. Kind of wondering, you know, if I can actually like open that door on the armory. I want my sweet, sweet loot. Din, din, din. I still need to listen to that song, you know, in full. You know, Sweet Carolina, because I only remember the memes from Vine, you know, about that song. It's kind of understandable, you know, that we only remember that. I don't really, you know, live in Carolina, so I don't really remember, you know, Carolina per se. I guess there's also the Carolina Reaper, but other than that, not really anything else. I cannot really go here. Maybe I can open that door from someplace else, possibly speaking. Dr. Freeman, open the door. Yeah, because that's the armor. I don't know. Maybe I'll find something else. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? That is bad. I was gonna say that it's a range and a half. Ow. There we go. That's a little bit easier to digest, if you ask me. Reloading for the people. That should be all, yes. I gotta watch out for my Firefly consumption, because otherwise I'm gonna run out pretty quick. Yeah, I don't think he's in the place. Would have been really cool though. But the game is actually, you know, telling me where to go. It is the red flashing light. So hopefully he's gonna be there. And if not, then I'm gonna cry. Sweet Carolina. Maybe I can open the other door just by going here. Let's see. The other one. Although, can I even like enter here? I can. Oh, that guy's so the. At this point, I'm just aggroing them. Oh, poor little guy. Let me see if he likes this. Hold on. Where's my grenade pistol? Here we go. Well, sweet dreams. Oh, poor little guy exploded. And he was technically still alive even, you know, after that. Only his hands exploded. Which is a little bit gruesome if you ask me, but you know. It is what it is, as people would often say. What a thick, heavy-looking door. It's pretty big too. It is locked. Yeah, nothing that I can do about it. There might be some. There might be some way for me to enter there, but I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. Yeah, let me go straight to the armory and see if I can actually, you know, get everything and anything. It is nice to know that there's no other enemies over here. The door is locked. Munitions. I can't read it. Could I? Oh, I can actually, you know. A red light lit up. This must be the wrong key. Oh, god damn it. Do I happen to have another one, I wonder? I only have a map and some stuff in my batch. I don't particularly think, you know, that I can get anything with my batch. But it could be cool, yeah. Never mind. Let's see what I can buy. I don't feel like buying any new weapons. And I don't feel like I can buy the other shotgun. Maybe I can only buy it through Douglas, Mr. Douglas. I don't pipe with that rifle. Grenade, yeah, give me a little bit more. And just about that, you know. Don't really need anything else. So I just, now we know that that card will definitely not work with that door. That cool door. Now we can go in. Do the thing, do the hustle. You know, I imagine that having a system, a wireless system that only you and your friends can use, could be nice, you know? Everything is just radio signals in the air. So maybe. What's wrong? Your voice. It's nothing. We're using NMCs in the experiment here. I verified it's beyond a doubt. I see. I intend to look into things further. Understood. I'm looking forward to your report. Ah, man, I couldn't tell them. I mean, it is a little bit heavy to see that, you know, all the monsters that you have, you know, technically killed have been, you know, branched out of you. So, ooh, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. Maybe it would be like, ooh, that would be about it. Okay, let's go where that guy is. He should be, you know, pretty much nearby. Oh, so this place is new, huh? I remember this place. Yeah, I remember, you know, playing through this section back in the day. Ah, so much, many memories, so much. Oh, so much and so many. So much and so many. It's covered in elephant skin, like a giant pupa. Pupa. Its tentacles are extended and rigid, supporting its mass. What was it before it was pupated? It has a spinal cord, and from the shape of its teeth, it has many features in common with humans. Was this ANMC? This monstrosity human? It has mitochondria just like mine. And see the carapace initially rising and falling. Sorry. It's breathing, eh? A giant poop. Look, guys, it's Dwayne or whatever his name is. Yes. Whoa, Aya. Don't scare me like that. I thought I told you to rest. Mm-hmm. I was worried about you. Huh? Not even clearing a gun, huh? Agent Brea running up alone, yeah. Basically. You know, it do be like that a little bit. Eh? She just likes to, you know, work solo. How did you know where I was anyway? Here's, take a look at this. Cuts in time. Whoa, that HUD is actually like really cool. This place. Press the light sensor to switch screens, Ah, and they make it interactable as well, That's what we're looking at now. Press the next sensor one. Ah, I was just there. When I saw you here, I called you on the intercom. Touch the next sensor panel. I don't want to use an item. But I guess they couldn't really, selectively choose which options, can be either, interacted or examined, or you can use an item. The next... It's just a lift. What? What's this? So green. A forest? What's up with that? Aren't these monitors all internal? It ain't TV. We're looking at something inside the shelter. It's an underground facility called 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒. The researchers just called it the Ark. Ark, huh? They both built to save pairs of animals from the Great Flood. What? This is Noah's Ark? Get real. Hey, don't look at me. Why? What's wrong? Well, on a massive scale in a greenhouse. Why would anyone? Beats me, All I know is something in there is generating a lot of power. Enough to create a kind of electromagnetic barrier. Goddamn. A barrier? What do you mean? That thing you saw. That big, nasty pupa-like thing. The NMC grows on the power being protested from 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒. I think I understand it. That NMC's pupas. It must be the new mitochondria factory Kyle's talking about it. Kyle? Who's he? Oh, whatever. So if that's the case, then all we have to do is take out the 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒 generator to stunt its growth big time. And follow the damn train, I'll do it, but where is it? Take a look here. Take a look. Ah, la loopsie. What are these lights? Those are ANMCs. Each dot represents a creature. Where were the people you picked up in the tower? Oh, the day before yesterday. Here, take it. I got a macro device. All the NMC created here have one of these implants. God damn. So that means... That'd be like a... It should say NMC's location. It's a kind of tracking machine. See? That's you right there, that little point of light. Just a little trick of mine. I'm pressing next. I mean, before we do that, hold on. I've actually, I don't know why I'm coming down with some sleepiness. How long have I been streaming? I've been streaming for not even like 2 hours, and I'm just getting sleepy a little bit. Let me finish this dialogue, and then we can take a little bit of a little break. Just a little break. Just a little break in my life for you. Here we go. Next. Where's this? That's the 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒 facility. There's a heavy-duty magnetic field interfering with the detection system. I see. I guess I'm going. Roger that. But you... I'll stay here. Ah, look at Piers. But nothing, Hey, don't worry about me. The tracker will warn me if anything's coming. So you say. That, and I got some unfinished business here. Finished business? What? Top secret, sorry. Goddamn. Gotta move on. At this point, I'm just rocking myself. I'm just going like, toot, toot, and I'm rocking myself. It kind of sucks, but you know. I'm just getting eepy sleepy. Eh? Not because of this game, mind you. I'm just a sleepy head. As people would often say. This is bigger than we thought. I'm going to take this to HQ. Continue with your investigation. Oh, let me see. There you go. Hold on, hold on. Let me do something. Man, pretty good tacos. Yeah, I just did it to rest my ass a little bit because I was actually like getting, you know, some sleepiness, and I was like, sleep. So I just rested my eyes a little bit, and then time to continue, eh? As it often happens, you know. Tun 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 tun. Also, let me drink some more water. But yeah, we definitely have still some ways to go with this game, but little by little we're doing some more progress. You should hurry. I think that people think it's slowly changing color. We don't know what's in there, so be careful. Eh? Hi Devil Ken, how you doing? Welcome in. How is you doing? Hope you're having a lovely one. Eh? Hell yeah. I'm going through some Parasite Eve 2 Electric Boogaloo, and I'm eating some tacos right now. Eh? So if you like tacos, then yeah, there you go. Bon appetit. Man, I love tacos. Doing good? How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad that you're doing really well. Sometimes, you know, the sleepiness just kicks in because, you know, after a long day at work and yada 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 and yada, you know. But it's like that. But the game is going pretty well. I am, you know, saving Pierce. You know, I did save Pierce, so, you know, here he is. And that means that I'm gonna get the good ending. I imagine that there's some more prerequisites. Prerequisites? Yeah, prerequisites. What a way to, you know, pronounce it. But there's some other prerequisites for that. But, you know, we're on some good tracks right here. Man, I love water. But that's pretty good. We are in the shelter, so I imagine that we are, you know, close to the end of the game. But not really like right there, you know. But, you know, we're approaching, you know, little by little. Oh, the reverb on the steps. And there seems to be some neo mitochondria or some ANMCs close by. Look at that dude. Let me get him now that I can. Ow. It's gonna pay for that. And how's your night going? I hope you're having a lovely one. I feel like that was a little bit of a waste. But you know, what can I do? Oh, that guy exploded. Oh, that's so hardcore. I love it. And I love it. I don't really need those rifles with, you know, bullets because I don't really use rifles. You know. Also, it seems like the rest of the map just became like, you know, not recognizable for X or Y reason. So, although I imagine that the red areas means that there's like enemies, you know, all the way throughout. If I'm gonna have to reload, I'm gonna have to do it here, not there. He just stepped out. Hey, I'm just worried about you out there. Was yourself, girlfriend? Say, you wouldn't have run into Pierce by any chance? Ha, I knew it. I thought it was weird when he left so early today. It's okay, I won't tell Hal. Take care of Pierce for me, would you? He's not exactly Rambo, you know? What if he was, you know? What if he actually, you know, was Rambo? But then again, who is, you know? In this economy, who is Rambo? One over from this side, goddamn. But yeah, so far the game is going pretty well. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go now. The enemy, eh? What did he call me, eh? Hold on, just really tired. Ow. Let me hit him with some necrosis there. And also some healing, eh? Yeah, sure, why not? Let me get some bringer solution, eh? Oh, that guy's going through it, eh? There you go. Maybe I shouldn't have used the ringer solution now that I think about it, eh? But it's fine, it's fine. If anything, I have another one that I can, you know, put over here. I see that this room is actually, you know, still infested. Let me see what I can do about that. If only I knew what I gotta do, you know, what I gotta do. If not, just kill the enemy. There you go. I was gonna say, I don't think he liked that. Let me get my shotgun ready. What could you be? I'm kind of a fan of the sound they do. It's like, whoa. There you go. Well, that wasn't so bad. Let's see. I guess I do gotta go here. I know it is not a requirement for me to just, you know, clean everything, but, you know, I still like to do that just because it is funny. The locker with no handle. Do you guys think that maybe they actually, you know, modified that at the end of, you know, development cycle just so that, you know, people have something to talk about? Like, what's inside the locker or whatever it is. I guess I could hit him with one of these. Hold on. Where's my grenade gun? Grenade pistol, here we go. Oh, he just died because of the necrosis, eh? This game is so good. Yeah, how you doing? Welcome in. Oh, what's your username again? Sorry. Gil Valente. How you doing, Gil Valente? Yeah, this game is really good. I quite like it myself. I kind of find it, you know, interesting that some people just don't like it because it is, you know, essentially different from the OG one. But I like it. It's pretty cool. Necrosis, yeah. I don't even know if I got him, eh? Yeah, let's trade. Why not? I'm glad that I didn't get, you know, tired by the thing. But yeah, welcome in everybody to all fans and new fans alike of this cool game. I like it. I don't think I can go here just yet. I don't really know how to get where to get the key of the factory, the armory. But someday I will know how to. That day may not be today, eh? And I just got done eating some tacos on stream, eh? Because man, I love tacos. Yeah, you explode. Let me see what else I can do. Eh? Can I not just... I kinda wishing there was a better solution for this. Eh? There you go. Maybe the necrosis actually, you know, works better, you know, like this. Oh, it totally does. More necrosis coming right up. Maybe I shouldn't use too much of my grenades. Let me use my shotgun. Oh, this is pretty bad. First of all, why can't I use my healing? That kind of sucks. You only have my ringer solution. I don't want to use that. Oh, recovery 3. Yum 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 yum, delicious. There you go. It was kind of funny that, you know, they were like, you know, purple for a little bit of a while. But only for a little bit of a while, eh? Okay, we survived. We have, you know, avoided a calamity and a catastrophe, both at the same time. I think that is, you know, an absolute winner. The enemy? Question mark? Ow. My eyes. I don't even know if that was a good trade or not. Necrosis part 2. I'm not here. Ow. That went pretty bad. Grenade gun. Here we go. I'm not here. Hee. Amos, said the guy. Let's see if you like that. It is really nice they actually get, you know, stunned by that. Pretty useful, you know, thing to actually like upgrade. Man, these guys get more relentless, you know, every time I do anything. I don't know if the control room has anything that I can do for it, or, you know, of it, or through it, or by it, or whatever. So let me just use the elevator. You know? I completely forgot what I had to go. Let me go to the second floor. Eventually, we will find the place in which we gotta go. Eventually. So let me go here first. Something good may come out of this. Something bad may also come out of it. Ooh. That is a sound and a half. Let's see if the necrosis does something. Didn't do anything, eh? Ow. So that didn't do anything for the guy. Maybe my shotgun. Oh yeah, there we go. Maybe a firefly will make you reconsider. You know? There you go. Man, I love the firefly. Item obtained. I got some protein capsule. I don't even know what that does, but thank you so much. Protein capsule, protein compound, medicine. Okay, max HP +5. Don't, you know, don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I don't. Do you think somebody has minded before When somebody has main, don't mind if I do. Like, wouldn't that be so disingenuous to, you know, of anybody to be like, you know, mad about, say, you know, telling somebody, please don't be mad. I'm basically, you know, fighting fire with fire. Ow. No, you don't. Yeah, there you go. You know, this is way more desirable than just dying. Let me see if the not combustion, but plasma actually, you know, kills them. It seems that wasn't necessary, eh? But maybe they are, you know, allergic to buckshots. Doesn't quite seem like it, eh? And somehow he missed me, eh? I don't even know what to say about that. Skill issue, I guess. There must be something these guys are, you know, weak to. Haha, miss me. How could you miss? He was in front of you. Then and only then. I don't know if I want combustion. Plasma? Maybe. Necrosis, here we go. Haha, get necrosis. Oh, he died. Oh, that's just so sad. Poor little guy. But at least we did that. And we can only go there and, you know, clean the other area. It is a little bit sad, you know. I like, that guy, you know, tried to kill me, but then, oh, he succumbed to the thing of the thing of the thing. So let's see. There's this other thing, eh? This other thing, this other room that's also like infested. So maybe we can find the key card that actually, you know, lets us go into the armory. Ah, my eyes, eh? Gotta make up my mind of where I'm, you know, shooting it. Aha, get necrosis. Oh, that guy. He's feeling so much pain, eh? How cute, eh? Man, why would it be laughing? It only makes it, you know, creepy. It's ugly, I love it. Oh, kaboom. Big kaboom time. I can feel my face when I'm shot at, and I love it. I don't really know it. I'm just, you know, doing random lyrics at this point. That's how low my sanity is, eh? The enemy! Ah. Necrosis, here we go. He died. Hey, what about my Firefly? My Firefly is running low. And I don't like that. There we go. It is really good though. Ow. Do I want to use more of my PE energy? I don't think so. There we go. Since I don't really know how the data of this game works, you know, it could very much, you know, that guy could have very much be at 1 HP of health left for him to die. And, you know, could have used my gun. But it'd be like that. Just a little bit more until we are in the place which I forget. Only one possible place to go, everybody, and it's definitely not in this place. I had to just confirm it. You can use that lift there, Roger. I didn't know that I needed to go there. So I can actually go here.
Excuse me,
Is that the president of the United States? Hello, Mr. President. What is it? A report from the mole we sent into that organization, sir. Yes. He's found it. No way, he spears the mole. Eh? I see. I see. Well, destroying the target would be difficult, but there is another way. Are you sure? I'm your former President Barack Obama. If you would give OPD-30 permission, something. D3, D306. That is the relic. Is that Trump? Hopefully not. He's trying his plans. Sorry. If I must. You have permission. No, what have you done? We're gonna be in like that Japanese movie that technically doesn't, take place in Japan, about the end of the world. So, let me clean my glasses. Are we gonna be shot by a satellite? Kinda sucks, Don't you love it when you're trying to clean your glasses, but then they get more dirty? Or dirtier? As it is supposedly, conjugated. If only my eye could see just like that. Did the elevator thingy just went suck? Kinda sounded like that. I don't know, it sounds kinda funny. Let me heal. There's still some places that have, some things that we can get. So let me do that in the meantime, and maybe, just maybe, everything will be alright. Sure enough. Oh. Oh man, I love this. Oh. Oh, good, Valente, thank you so much for the follow. Did the alert sound? I didn't hear it go out. Oh man. Sorry about that, but yeah, thanks so much for the follow, Gui Valente. Guli Valente? Guli? Ingan Guli. But yeah, Gui Valente, thank you so much for the follow, eh? That's pretty cool of you. I don't know if the alert sounded, but I guess I could trigger it again, eh? Maybe. Skip alert? No, I don't want to skip an alert. Is it just in a queue of it? I don't know. But something like that happened. So yeah, apologies if you didn't, get to see the alert. But yeah, thank you so much for the follow. Ingan guli, wacha gingango. Kakanku. Okay, no, that's a different thing, eh? But if you know, you know, eh? So as far as I know, as far as I remember, I couldn't really go there from here. Necrosis. Hold on. Let me necro my osis. My OC. Grenade. I haven't been using my handgun bullets, so I may be committing a big error. Oh, there was only one of them. That's not too bad. I don't think I can go here. So it'd be like that. Oh, that is my jam. That is my jam. That's the song that plays whenever we're looking where to go. That is the song that plays when I bust out my 1 kilogram of Japanese peanuts that is actually, you know, about to run out. Let me get some Japanese peanuts. That's just my jam. I believe 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒 actually did a cover of this song, which actually, you know, sounds pretty good. There we go. Man. Let's get on with it. It's been a little bit of a bit since somebody actually like redeemed that. So it's really funny. Progress, everybody! Let's go make some progress. Yippee! Hi. If Metallica did good music, goli, watch again. Testing. Check, baby. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, can you hear me? Did he become a streamer? Okay, listen up. The magnetic barrier prevents tracking beyond this point. Like in Undertale, So you're on your own. You can do it. Look at PH, you know, trying to, you know, encourage her. And, never mind. Wow, see ya. I am. Look at that guy. You know, he says it with such confidence as if he wasn't the mold, you know, planted by the United States, you know, of America. And that song is gonna be stuck. Welcome to the Neo Arc. Enjoying natural environments recreated from around the world. Tropical rainforests. Tropical, not topical, Coniferous forest savanna. Coral reef. Tundra. Greenhouses for each climate. Reproduce temperatures, humidity, soil conditions, flora and fauna. Our new humans adapt to each environment. We'll begin our tour with the savannah zone. Remember, some fauna are carnivorous. Please stay on the path. Nej. Fascinating. My eyes. But look at this place. Is that an Egyptian pyramid there? It's supposed to be the savannah zone. Now we somehow are, you know, playing Barbie Explorer, you know. Just a topic intro. Many of you may already know that the NMCs appearing in New York City began the other organism before the metaculus. Whatever you may be saying. Created an NMC. Okay. An externally controllable form of neomitochondria is placed on a vector virus and injected into the test subject. How did they come up with this stuff, you know? The virus multiplies, carrying its genetic package for the test, for the hosts, or whatever. They stimuli neoteny. What even is neoteny? Neoteny? The retention of juvenile characteristics in an adult organism. Eternal youth. Wow. The subject's body reverts to a prepubescent state. The neotenous subject now has the growth potential of an infant. Yet in our labs, they can freely choose how they wish to develop. All we do is help the new NMCs adapt to his or her environment, or their, you know. In this way, evolution is achieved in a single generation. Hey. And an entirely original organism, an ANMC, is born. Well, in the laboratory, I don't know what this thing is saying. Too much text. ANC breeds. Touch the glass barriers in the testing area for a guided tour. Fascinating. So you gotta touch the glasses. Palm trees grow up from below. This is some sort of shaft. Radio shaft? to some form of plants and trees. This must be the rainforest zone. Maybe when I rainforest the zone, there's some fern and plants and whatnot, and pots and cash money. I don't know. ENG. This place actually like looks pretty sick. I'm kind of surprised that there's no new enemies in this place. Let's see, what else do we have here? Is that a broken glass? Everyone, take a good look. Something's not quite right, eh? That shift in space is in a mirage. What you are not quite seeing is a stalker. What you are not quite seeing. What a way to phrase it, eh? It's a stalker, a camouflage ANMC. Making the forest their home. Stalkers take a lesson from monkeys. Their feet are fully prehensile, like those of the tree monkeys. Additionally, its control of skin pigmentation is far superior to even that of the chameleon. Its enhanced pigmentary cells can alter color and pattern to instantly match any background. God damn. This must be that creature I met at the shelter entrance. So this is its home. Rainforest, no one inside. Who knew, everybody? Who knew? Would you guys live in a place like this? Mostly broadleaf in the situates. I don't even know what that means. The zone is home to the NMC called the Strangers. Stranglers? Okay. This was some of the first ever made, the original ANMC. Vestigial hands and powerful legs give all stranger breeds an ostrich-like silhouette. Get down. Strangers also possess the ability to mimic their original human form via apoptosis. Celsus. However, the physical strain of this transformation limited to a few minutes of rest. Interesting. These are the NPCs I fought at the Acropolis Tower. I don't even know, man. It's locked. What do you mean it's locked? What else do you want me to go? I mean, as long as nothing just, you know, comes out of the glasses and then I'm sucked in. Or maybe I do want to do that, right? Everything reminds me of her, let me just go here. There's going to be something useful that we can do, or use, or examine, or do whatever. Mostly because, oh yeah, there was another set of stairs that we could have climbed. Is it safe to say that we climb stairs? Like, we climb ladders, but maybe not stairs? I don't know. I mean, technically speaking, we do, I guess. Wow, this place is new, eh? What could this be? The desert? Welcome to the Savannah Zone. The more that I read it, you know, it kind of reminds me of Barbie Explorer. Welcome to the Savannah Zone. One resident of this zone is the NMC known as the 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒. For details, are mature in a neotenized state, looking much like an infant's. Imagine always being held in your mother's arms, always being loved. I mean, I don't have to, you know, imagine that. If this sounds like a good deal to you, you might want to join the 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒s. 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒s are different from other NMCs in both shape and ecology. In their DNA, if their DNA weren't so similar, we'd think they were different species. What are the special features of the 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒? In the developmental stage, you want to be bone 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒. Crawling back, searching for prey. What to said, recently shower of bone shards will raise prey for the rest of the pack to feed upon. So they basically just, you know, sacrifice themselves. After pupating, the 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒 leaves its larval state and becomes a winged adult, a mind 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒. From the air, the mind 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒 finds prey and uses its ovipositor to fire larvae into the prey's head region. The larva paralyzes the host's cranium, leading the host to the larval bone 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒 nest. God damn. After the host is consumed, the larva exits the safety of the cranium. Now, full-grown bone sucker. It's got a complete metamorphosis, dark metamorphosis. And altruistic behavior is seen in higher insects, such as ants. The group society that the suckler epitomize might be one possible feature for human evolution. Due to the delicate skin, sucklers only move by night. We apologize for any inconveniences. God damn. What a desolate place. More of a desert than a savanna. The Habana Savannah. So is this game a bit lacking compared to Parasite Eve 1? Not really. I believe it is. It is definitely shorter. That is true. Doesn't really have that much lore. And even though you have like different weapons, you don't really have like a big variety. You only have like, you know, pistols, shotguns, rifles, grenade guns, and some variations of those, but not so much the grenades. There's weapons that you can unlock though. It isn't that lacking. It is different. I would say that it is different. But yeah, how you doing, Charmander's son? The son of Charmander, Charmanderson. How you doing? XX Charmanderson, XX Tentacion. Or whatever, you know. It isn't bad. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Hello. Welcome to the world of the NMC. Keep your eyes open for bouncing AMCs with the big ears. These are scavengers. They may be small, but they have big appetites and can't eat carrion, the garbage man of the forest. Yeah. While they form packs to hunt weaker prey, they're not effective fighters. Oh, since they are largely nocturnal, you won't often see them during the day. Oh, Wiki. I don't even know it. Scavengers, those things strip my car. Goddamn. The vegetation is very dense here. Goddamn. I'm losing my mind. Let's see. So this is a Saban. Hey, I know you. Hello, how you doing? Please die. Oh, that was a nice framing. Oh, Jesus Christ. They knew what they were doing, with that camera angle. I love that. What? Would have been really funny if they actually, you know. Ow. Oh, with the dust right here. It feels like a big contrast, that is true. I don't know if the Firefly is actually like doing any damage to them, so I'm just gonna go with my granada pistol. Nice one, I'm very much accustomed to my characters just flipping, like but on a single second. Goddamn. Ow. Do you guys want some necrosis? Hopefully so. I'm getting jumped. Oh, there we go. Okay, maybe I do now need my shotgun. Do we even have some buckshot? Maybe. I better not die. I better not die. Could you please go away? Thank you. Okay, here we go. There we go. Hasta la vista. Spiny or whatever. Let me get that guy's attention. There we go. And just like that, we survived. We shouldn't have had to, but we did it anyway. Some good healing. I kind of have to sigh every time I do that because it's just very cathartic, Let me go to the shrine, Anything may come out of that. Something good may come out of that. Are we at the cinema now? You are my cinema. I don't remember the lyrics. Something, something, my cinema. Giant carvings. They look like Egyptian deities. Camel, by camel. A carving of an Egyptian god. Nothing of a particular interest. So you say, but you know, it's really cool. A battle with 15 marble blocks. There's one empty space without a block. A game for visitors. You move the block to solve the puzzle. Are we playing 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒 now? I love these, by the way. It's just that sometimes they can take a lot of time. I also kind of wonder what the thing would be. I feel like I kind of know. But I don't know if I need to have an item that I can place. Most probably I do need, you know, another panel that I can insert. I imagine that people have algorithms to actually like move these pieces, you know, so that they end up in the place that they want. Maybe that is the only way. That's the only way for me to move the piece. Something of the sort. I love that song. Okay, technically speaking, this one is already done. So I gotta move the blue ones over here. Maybe that's the only way, question mark. La la la. Something, 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 something. La la la. If I can somehow move this one over here, that would be oh so lovely. If I only didn't move this one over here. And then I gotta move this. Maybe I gotta do it later. Maybe not right now. Because if not, I'm gonna bore you guys with you know, puzzles and stuff. Right? Or maybe we can solve this together. I don't know. There's a large stone box in the hole. No good. It's too heavy to move. God damn. So what you mean is that I actually like gotta go and do the puzzle, or do you want me to like? What do I do? I mean, I cannot really do that, sadly enough. I'm gonna go with the assumption that I somehow gotta, you know, gotta solve this. It is nice that, you know, it did retain my progress. There's one empty space without a block. A game purpose. I mean, I already got that one. Is that the Ocarina of Time chanting that I'm hearing in the background? Something of the sorts. And now I gotta remember. Okay, how is this gonna be blue and yellow at the same time? I'm wondering. What kind of trickery do they want me to believe? I know you tried to trick me. So maybe just like the other. I mean, if it is supposed to be red, then blue, then yellow. I already have like a blue one here. So how can I make it blue and yellow? Blue and yellow, blue and yellow, blue and yellow. Maybe I have to put the one that's yellow and green and you know, red and yellow, or blue and yellow from the ones that don't have anything. I don't know, I kind of felt like I was getting close, you know. So maybe, just maybe, you know. Strange lines running down across and diagonally. They're colored like the blocks, red, blue, and yellow. Okay, sure enough, but you know, how can I have only yellow over here if I also have, like, you know, red and whatever? They are using the Ocarina of Time, you know, fire temple chants. I love that. I don't know. Like, I feel like I do have things, you know, quite close to the color that they should be. Like so. Because for the ones who are like also red and the one, I mean, yeah, sure enough, we also have this. Is there any place that is like, well, not place, but article that is also like, well, this is kind of like yellow and blue, isn't it? I'm confused. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm in a good position right now because I'm comfortable. But I don't know. I feel like I'm close to the solution. I just don't know exactly what to do. Maybe I gotta put an atom on there. I don't know. I don't know. You guys tell me. Am I close to solving this or not? I guess I could, you know, search it up. Parasite Eve. Eve 2 blocks postulate. Because yeah, I feel like I'm indeed, you know, close to figuring this out. But what you mean? So it has to go on I don't get it. Could there be something else that I gotta check out? Because I'm hearing something about the red solutions and the green solutions and the whatever solutions, right? But how do I check that? There's a description at the bottom. Place of offerings. All who seek the aid of the three sun gods. These are your colors. Red, a moon. Avatar of the sun, leading all on the true path. Blue, 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Windjammer of the sky. Guide to the sacrifice waters. Yellow, 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒. Scarab Avatar. The greatest sacrifices of the self. Place of offerings. Hamuna? Hamule. I don't know, man. There might be something else that I may need to check out. Stone box is too heavy to move. I feel like I'm indeed missing, you know, some information, according to what I'm seeing. I feel it. With the direction of the respective color wires going left to right, and you must leave the bottom right dial open. Yeah, I know that. Red solution. Oh, so each one is a different one, but how do I know a clue for the puzzle? Where do I find this clue? I don't even know. So I most certainly am missing some information, eh? But I don't know where that may be, eh? I only know that there's a solution at like an order. What weird thing, eh? Not the pyramid one, no. Well, I guess eventually I will find that, that information on my own. Hey. Oh, there was more stuff to do in here. I don't mind if I do it. Well, check that out. A shrine engraved with the hieroglyphs. They're each surrounded with different colored frames. I wonder what they mean. So it's gotta be that guy, then the lower half of the amogus, then the eye, and then the square. Okay. Guy, amogus. Okay. Guy, legs, eye, square. Let's see. And apparently each color has a different solution. So maybe my idea was right, but also not right. Eh? So I have the guy, I have the moose, I have the thing. Eh? So we are indeed very close. Let me push this, let me push that, let me push that thing. No, not that one. Huh? That makes it a little bit easier. Yes. And then and only then I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do this. Question mark? Okay, but do I do anything else? I have the thing. I have the guy, the legs, the eye, and the square. Or do I have to have them all at the same time? If that's the case, that's gonna be a little bit too wild, don't you think? I don't know, man. But do I have any confirmation that, whatever I unlocked is indeed unlocked? I kind of wonder. I'm checking a guy who's speedrunning this. Oh, I see. Hold on. I see what I missed. I missed. Oh man, it's gonna be a little bit heavy. Hold on. There we go. I basically left everything as it was. So how do we... Probably gonna have to move this so that it actually, moves a little bit to the side. So they are like, two things apart. I basically undid everything that I just did. Wow. So probably gotta have this this circle one over here. So let me just move that. You guys might be saying, yo, what are you doing, And I'm just vibing. Check this out. A metallic sound in the distance. Solution red. I gotta do the same for the yellow one. Okay, let's see which is the combination for the yellow one. No reason why I would like to do the yellow one first, you know. It just came to mind. So it's gonna be 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒, eye, the night, and crown. Hopefully from top to bottom, Hopefully. Imagine people back in the day. So it's gonna be 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒, eye, the night, crown. Okay, here we go. Then maybe just move everything. Doesn't really matter to have the other ones just moved a little bit. May need to move this over here. Hold on. Just a little bit like this. There we go. And now that that is the case, I can just move this here. Let me move this here, just a little bit. Actually, no. Back it up. It should have been the other way around. Just so that I can move this and this and this. But no, it needs to be the 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒 first. Well, I could just move, not really. I thought maybe I could move this, you know, backwards, but no. Or maybe, just maybe. It's gonna end up like this anyway, you know. So I do gotta do something about, you know, this piece being here. I mean, I guess as long as it is on the other side, I guess it should be fine. There we go, that's a little bit better then. Man. No, it should be the other way. There you go. We're moving, everybody. We're moving, And then and only then I move this here, and then I move that there, and then I move this here, and then I move that there. Aha. Okay. The enemy! Ah! Hello, Oh, that was a critical. Jesus Christ, Shouldn't have messed with me, man. We're doing this little by little, Get damn. Hey, let me get everything, Okay, I did the yellow one. It won't open. I'm locked in. God damn. So should I just move this instead? There we go. Diggy ding. Ding. What is the blue one? Let's see if I can get the thing. Let's see. It's gonna be herb, knife, A, and 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒. Or the compass, I guess. Herb, knife, compass, and 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒. Let's go get that 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒 and see what we can find. But so far so good. I'm glad that we're getting this thing. So it's gonna be... Let me get that plant going on. Yeah, whatever. As long as it doesn't, you know, respawn enemies, I'm fine with it. Yeah, let me just move this here. Let me move the thing. Let me get that knife going on. That knifey business. Uh-huh. That's why I love this kind of puzzles, you know. They are kind of you know, chill. I like that about this kind of puzzles. You just slide things around, and sometimes, just sometimes, things just, you know, solve themselves out. Although I feel like I made that a little bit worse. Definitely. Let me move that here, and then I can get this thing. There we go. Now we have the knife, and now we only need the 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒 and the compass. Now I probably would like to move this, you know, yeah, this way, so that I can actually move this this piece over here. Let's see. We're doing it well, everybody. It's just an algorithm that you just gotta follow, you know. Everything eventually just moves on its own. There we go. And then, just like that, we did it. But wasn't that the thing, eh? What's on earth? The knife, the compass, and the egg, right? As far as I remember, yes, it was. If it isn't, then I don't know, I'm gonna cry. Or something. Like the ransomware. The ransomware. The wanna cry one. Oh, a stone sarcophagus blocks the way. The lid is open. What's inside? A mummy? No, it's empty. There's something shiny in the corner. I got an MP boost. Something now. Wow. Did I actually like get that? Hold on, let me check my red achievement. Solution blue. Goddamn. Well, that's pretty interesting, eh? Well, I got the thing, eh? Something else says. So she says it. Well, I sure was not expecting this. More than anything, because this doesn't, you know, move the story any further. But I'm glad we did it. It was a funny adventure, you know. Oh, you know, and also you get to move over here. Well, I'm glad we got those three, eh? Oh, there was a door here. I didn't see it. That's pretty interesting, eh? Hello? Where am I? Enemy? I can sense some 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒 on the other side. There's no way through here. A fire extinguisher. I don't have a use for this now. Still a fire extinguisher. Still dread. Blim blim blim. Oh Jesus Christ! What's this, eh? It's alive! Another NMC? Doesn't look like it can move. I can sense an incredible number of 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒 inside. The power. It's gathering power. I believe it's healing it, eh? Let me get just some necrosis, eh? It's actually healing. This thing is a living generator. It's a booster for the energy barrier here. Oh. Ow. I mean, I guess I could also make this thing just shoot at it. But I don't know if the game is, you know, gonna be smart enough to let me. Also, I should heal it. With, you know, my ringer solution. I don't really want to use my ringer solution, but you know. What else can I do? Ow. Could you please reload that? I'm glad that didn't hit me. No, that definitely hit me now. Oh, come on, There we go. Okay, I take it that this thing is what's keeping him alive. This is a life support system. There you go. I gotta make use of my ammunition now that I have it. There you go. And now and only then. Oh, that thing is sad now. Let me hit you with one of these. Get down with the sickness, nerd. There we go. Was there any necessity of it to do that? I don't really know. But if you know, it's either he being alive or me being dead. You guys don't have to wonder, you know, which one I choose. What I chose. There we go. Let me move some of my recovery items in over here. I definitely need them. That should do it, I believe. The machine is destroyed. The machine is destroyed. I can hear vibrations from the other side. I wonder what she means by this. I mean, how often can you hear vibrations more than, you know, feeling them? Let's see. There seems to be another place in which way I can go. Maybe I can go through the door from this side. And more power from this thing. Wanna see me do my dance? Wanna see me? Let's see. There's a generator over there. How can I go there from here? I kinda wonder. I kinda wonder. Kinda wonder what the thing is. I can hear the vibrations. Yeah, sure enough, but where can I go, Or how can I go there, Let me check that out, Machine is destroyed, Well, I mean, the door is kinda like, you know, not accessible, I guess. So in a way, yeah, I cannot really go there. Which is a little bit of a shame, not gonna lie. Or maybe I just gotta go back and then go back in. I wouldn't be surprised if I am completely honest. At least there's a savannah. Savannah. You guys know that savannah, well, not the savannas we know, but savannah means bed cover in Spanish. Well, you know. Gonna be NC Sports. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go on a limb and say that, you know, I can't really, you know, go past there. Which is a little bit of a shame, not gonna lie. But I'm just gonna go back there. I already did the gyro, the gyro. I'm going to get a gyro, although it's technically pronounced gyro, but I'm still going to go with a gyro. I might just go back and save. I feel like you know, we need to approach this with, you know, with a clear mind and not so much. Oh, hello. There you go. Got him. Oh, this poor little baby there. Nobody panic, bunk it back. Yeah, everybody calm down. The bunking editors in the chat. Goddamn. How you doing, Bunk? Welcome back. I was just about to to look for a save file, well, not a save file, a save place to save the file, so we can actually, you know, end the stream. But yeah, welcome back. You're just in time for the raid, I believe. Beep boop. Says the thing. Yeah, eventually I will see what we need to do. But so far I feel like, you know, we did some good progress. We did some sliding puzzles, by the way. Fire alert from sensor generator number 1. North course temporarily opened. Please follow staff directions in evacuating in an orderly manner. The automatic precipitation system will control the fire. God damn. But I got the end. Hell yeah. How was your skating session? I hope you had a nice one. For real, for real. Let me heal. There we go. Did you do any sick tricks? Did you do any cool parkour or whatever? Oh, so I actually like needed to go here. It seems like, you know, that problem solved itself out. Yeah. It was hard and I'm not feeling great, but it was still good. God damn. Well, I hope that, you know, tomorrow you will be feeling a little bit better. Uh-oh. Look at that dude. What if your cousin looked like that? What would you do? Necrosis. I don't know what I would do if my cousin looked like that. Oh, that guy just died. Poor little thing. Items obtained. Recovery 3. Let me move it, I guess. Destination on full. Din, 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 din. Let me then use this, I guess. No, I don't want to move it. I'm gonna select it. There we go. Now, there we go. I always wanted to learn how to skate, but you know, I never bought a skateboard. So maybe it's not too late for me. You know? Temple of 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒, Shrine of Time. God damn. Also, I find it really funny that, you know, they used the Ocarina of Time Fire Temple chanting on this, you know, in this game. You can barely hear it, but you can definitely, you know, hear it if you pay attention to it. Beep, beep, beep. I'm on the water. That was a suppressant I have. It seems that I can still go here. I don't know. Maybe I want to go to the pyramid first. Maybe I just wanna you know, save the game first, and then I can do whatever I want. So yeah, let me see if I can find a safe spot. Could you guys believe that I've never been into, or not so much into, in a escape room? I've been meaning to check maybe one of them out. You know, it would be really cool, you know, as a Resident Evil, like, you know, fan, and be like, what if I put my, you know, my skills to the test and whatever. It would be equally funny if, you know, I was if I went to an escape room, and then I find an actual puzzle from Resident Evil. Maybe I can be like, I wonder where I have seen this before, you know. I feel like that would be hilarious. There we go. The nearest save point is over here. I feel like, I don't know. I know that there's a D, but I don't know if the D is for, like, you know, save or whatever. There's bound to be something over here. Beep, 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 beep. That's definitely not it. Where is the nearest save file? Or save room? It must be in one of these places. There may have been one near where the thing was, but I don't know. I don't feel like checking it. Blim, 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 blim. So yeah, no, that place is the same. I mean, unless I can go there from here. There's no enemies whatsoever. Maybe there was something over here that I can use to save. It looks like it, you know, I cannot. But that kind of sucks. Let's see. Maybe V1 has something that we, you know, some place that I can, you know, save to or from or whatever. Maybe all the way there, but sure enough. But yeah, so far I feel like we have done some good progress, you know. Not fast progress, but we did some progress in the end. And this is the good thing about this game. Sometimes you don't really know where to go, but you know, in turn, it makes it easier to savor the game. You know, sometimes the game not telling you what to do is a good thing. It makes you, you know, savor the game. Savor. It makes you like go, short game that, you know, feels like long game. At least that's how I like my survival horror games, you know. And here we go, save file, save point, whatever. I heard, wish I was out there with you, Aya. We went on alert when the NMC showed up at the hotel, but here I'm started swelling and I've just been sleeping. I'm on damn phone duty. If I'd known things were going to get this big. So, those AMCs putting up a good fight? I'm sorry. I'm out. And there you go. Oh man, let's stretch. There we go. Well, and this has been another successful stream. Granted, on not on my regular schedule, but you know, it's still a successful stream, I would say. So, yeah, this is gonna be the same case whenever you know, Friday, you know, arrives. And we're gonna be playing some more Resident Evil Code Veronica on Friday, but you know, around the same hour. Not often do I get to stream at this hour, so you know, savor it for those people who are, you know, watching you know, my stream during the night. I usually stream during the day, so you know. But you know, you guys are, you know, welcome to keep on being cool. Anyways, thank you so much for being here, everybody. Let me see who we can raid. So do not go anywhere. You better not go anywhere. Let me close the thing and then choose a song. Yeah, that would be good. Anyways, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I hope that you guys had just as much fun as I did. Oh, my computer is dying. There we go. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, let me see who we can raid. Yeah, W stream for real. Thank you so much, Punk. Thank you. It is always a double stream when you guys are here. Who can we raid? That is indeed a question, you know, a question for the wise. There's gotta be somebody live. Somebody just got recommended to me called Snake Station, and it's a VTuber that is like an actual snake, a 3D model of a snake. That's pretty creative, I gotta say. But yeah, who do we raid? Let's see. Who do we live right now? There's bound to be somebody live. I guess it could be cool to just, you know, raid 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒. You know, let's raid Giga because she shouted me out and then she followed me. So, you know, some of you guys are already, you know, on her stream. So I guess it could be cool to just go there and, you know, go say hi. So let's see. Let us raid Giga. I mean, Giga's still going, but I might be biased, you know. Yeah, root computer. More like rot computer. Yeah, let us raid Giga. well, thank you so much everybody for being here. I hope that you guys, are having a lovely, lovely day. Lovely night more than anything. And I'll see you guys probably, this Friday around the same hour. I don't know. Well, twitch.tv/Kong_Donga. Those are my links. Follow me wherever and whenever. And join the Discord because, it's really fun to just, talk to you guys. Raid messages if you guys want them to. Use that one if you guys are subbed. Skonga raid. Having a Parasite Eve and Parasite Eve 2 and a night. Use that one if you guys are subbed. If you guys are not subbed, use this one. Raid and also raid. And here we go. Yep, use that one if you guys are subbed. Use this one if you guys are not subbed. There we go. Yep, thank you so much everybody. I'll see you guys on Friday for more Resident Evil Code Veronica. And yeah, have a lovely day. Tip of the day is have a small plant that you can take care of because that's a responsibility that you want to practice. Well, bye bye everybody. Say hello to 𝓃𝒾𝓉𝑒. Bye bye.